Good. In accordance with the requirements of the meeting law, please be advised that this meeting of Public Access Cable Committee is being recorded and will be uploaded to the Wienerberg Access YouTube after the meeting. This meeting is being held in person at the location provided in the notice. Members of the public are welcome to attend this in-person meeting. Please note that while an option for remote attendance and or participation is being provided as a courtesy to the public, the meeting will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast, unless otherwise required by law. Members of the public with particular interest in any specific item on the agenda should make plans for in-person rather than virtual attendance accordingly. Zoom meeting information is in the notice. The agenda lists all the topics which will be discussed at the meeting and those reasonably anticipated by the chair. Votes taken as a result of these discussions may be taken as a result of these discussions. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by the open meeting.
Well read.
Jolly good chair.
Well read.
So, we have nobody remote, so the roll call is round the table. Steve, are you here?
Yes.
Brian, are you here?
Yes.
And are you here, Faith?
Yes.
Congratulations. Good job.
Are you here?
Joe, manager, what?
Are you here?
Oh, no. Yes, yes,
Okay.
sorry. No, yes.
Oh. One day we'll get audited.
Any public comments? Seeing no public. Any committee comments? Anyone have anything specific? Any communications?
I did receive one. Maybe you did too. From town hall saying that our agendas, how the agendas have to be written. I have to write in stuff like if we're gonna vote on something, or if we're just gonna discuss something.
Really?
And I didn't send it out to you yet. She sent it to me.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, I'll have to send that out to you. So, who is that lady? It is
Ellen Griffin.
Ellen Griffin. They are, yeah, it's very, very specific on the agenda. So at the end of the meeting, we need to just make sure I know exactly what the agenda is going to be.
Okay,
Are we supposed to know if we're gonna vote on something? or
Well,
not?
there, when we put the agenda together, when we finalize it, we do need to know. The public needs to know, I don't know what the rules, I'm assuming those are the official rules. The public needs to know if it's an item that's gonna be voted on or not.
Okay.
So they know whether or not they need to come to the meeting.
so it's either nothing, discussion, or vote.
Right, for example, budget update. You know, are we voting on it? You know, that would just be voted, so people know. We're not gonna vote on public comments.
No,
Well, that becomes an issue because somebody may bring something to.
Right, well, then that's outside of it, they bring it here. So, just so you know, I got a letter from,
okay,
Well, that was exciting.
maybe I will try, I saved it, so I will send it to you. I thought I did, usually send everything. Maybe I thought she sent it to all of you,
Maybe.
and so I didn't.
I didn't see it.
All right, I will send to committee. So I have a steep thing to do.
Okay, any further communications? Joe, Steve, and I did meet with the town manager, Jen, but that'll get covered by various other items in the agenda. So, moving right along, if we could review, this is a voting item, please.
It is a voting item.
The meeting minutes for Monday, January the 5th. At the top it says special meeting. Reason for that, or
Because I forgot to delete.
because you did it right after Christmas and you have
Yeah.
lots of here, right?
You know what it is? Yes, I
It
used
was
the last one and I changed everything, so I will have to remove that. All right,
Anyone else have anything?
The only thing I noticed was Westminster.
and where is that?
It's like one of the, see the sheet real quick, like,
Oh, yeah.
I really should print them out.
No, you don't need to, don't waste the paper, just keep an electronic, I actually have, the town has all the electronic copies. We don't have to worry about it. Unless
I have
the town falls apart and
Yeah,
the building implodes.
Oh,
And the,
no, I don't see it. It was with the,
all right, so I need to change special
here.
check.
Oh.
oh, I haven't heard Western, thank you.
Well, it
Where
kinda
that
says-
Where it says West, Like the Ashburn here.
Was mixed. I spelled it wrong. Yeah. I'm slipping. Okay,
Easy to do.
so we'll move to accept minutes as amended.
Seconded.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those say aye.
Are,
Against, nay. And passes unanimously.
and
Table access.
Okay.
So, it sounds good.
okay,
Okay, this is Joe Toll speaking. This month's manager report is in random order. It's not in order of importance. We have continued our coverage of LHS basketball. We're covering a lot of games, so that's going well. We created a Welcome to the Lunenburg Adult Activity Center program in January, and that came out well. I've been working on the FY25 town report, which I have a draft here to review after my report. I've been working on the FY27 budget. It's attached to your packet at the end. We've been covering tri-board meetings, and that's going well. We have had an audio issue with the Symmetrics audio system in the Bellotta room.
Oh, dear.
It's intermittently cutting out.
I'm sure the people are not set.
there's a.
I've had the vendor in to check it out. She re-uploaded the software several times, made adjustments. Actually, it was her second time in because of this problem. The first time we upgraded the Ethernet cable to a new Ethernet cable. That didn't seem to do it. And she was here last Thursday to do the software install again and check out all the points of inputs and outputs and so forth, and everything seemed fine, but then it happened again. So her thought, because she doesn't believe it's a Symmetrics system, her thought is it is our network switcher. So she's bringing, I'm not sure when, should be soon, she's going to be bringing a loaner network switcher to see if that's the problem.
Did we buy the switcher from
No.
a company? So it's one we already had.
One we've had for years.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that
Is the,
could easily be.
is there a particularly long distance by any chance? Between the switch and whatever the machine is?
No,
I was just curious.
yeah,
I've had some weird intermittent issues with computers. I'm just,
yeah. No,
sounds like,
it's,
sounds like a loose connection, but it could be 9 million things.
Well, I was
Yeah.
just gonna ask, did it happen on windy days? I only say that because the town hall, a lot of room moves.
that I don't know. I mean, the meetings are in the evenings. So
But, you know.
I presume it's,
But
there's
she checked all
somewhere,
the connections.
she checked connections, she checked everything,
Okay.
and she really
Unless
believes,
the mouse cut to one of the wires.
so well, yeah. So the last thing we're gonna try is the network switcher.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Not very much anywhere.
No, not unless you need something really
It's not a
special.
big one, but
So these days they're much cheaper than they used to be.
It's a good time.
yeah, I checked the prices and they were reasonable.
Yeah,
It wasn't astronomical,
we don't need anything like a massive patch panel. Right? So
no. Um,
telephone operators.
we'll be doing a feature. We still have to contact him, but we're gonna do a feature on Brad McNamara of the Lunenburg Police Department for solving a crypto.
Yeah, that
Scam.
was really cool.
I
Yeah.
saw that in the.
Yep, so we're gonna,
Excellent idea.
just gonna talk to Victoria about it tomorrow, but I don't think she's gonna be available. But Dan's gonna work on it too, so we'll chat and get in touch with Brad.
It'll be encrypted.
Probably not.
On the screen like this.
Not encrypted currency, cryptocurrency. Um,
I know.
at the tri-board meeting and also at our department head meetings, we discussed the budget shortfall. And so it's been out there, it's been discussed at meetings. And as it stands today, and it still needs to be reworked, the numbers are not solid yet. But we're looking at around $3 million.
Just for Pacc.
$3 million, no. The town. $3 million deficit
Oh, 3 million, that sounds.
So the town, not for Pacc.
for the town.
For the town.
Yeah, we're less than 100,000 deficit. Well, we should get.
But that's not concrete right now. They're still working numbers and trying to get the
Okay.
expenses down. So.
Idea.
We'll be recording, well, Victoria was gonna be recording, I will get someone else. Recording the forum on the fiscal year 2025 school budget variances on Wednesday at the Lunenburg Adult Activity Center. That's a big event. March 5th is the date when Pacc has to present their FY 27 budget to FinCom. I believe it's a Thursday.
Do we have a time of 7 o'clock from?
I think you have to be there for 7, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure what order they're gonna take it in. And as Steve Walker mentioned, myself and Steve Archambault met with the town manager to discuss warrants. And we discussed
Yes.
warrants and then some.
We did this, yes.
Also, sure it's on your list, but it was brought up in the tri-board meeting, so it's not a mystery that they're thinking of, well, they're leaning towards shutting down TCP.
No, we have space on the agenda.
Okay, but that's just
Well, we should change it to lack of space.
lack of space. In the packet, the balance as of January is $1,048,313.64. If you check it against the town report that I attached to it, it does not match. And the reason being is I added the Comcast payment, even though it was not posted on the town financial report. We did receive it, it just was not posted.
Okay,
So
Okay.
my number here, the 1,048,000,
Yeah. that's the one I have to put, because that's the official number.
not according to the town report, financial report, but they just haven't gotten around to posting it. But it is there and, yeah, so that is the official number. We added 9 programs this month, which was very good, mostly basketball. Jane, Victoria, and Dan have been doing basketball, and they all do a really, really good job at it. That's all I have for programming. And then the very last page, I have the FY 27 budget. I don't know if this is listed under a separate agenda topic or it's the budget for FY 27, I
Oh, yeah.
said last meeting.
It's a separate item.
All right, then I won't go through this right now.
I don't think we go, okay, do you have anything else? Anyone have any questions for Joe?
The 78% local is awesome.
It's actually, yes, it's going really, really well. And
Congratulations.
thank you. And there's budget concerns, line item budget concerns for FY 26 for the videographer payroll. But what I'm doing is spreading the jobs around quite a bit and trying to manage the budget that way instead of, well, I've always spread it around, but it's actually helping the budget numbers. So. And that's all I have.
Okay, anything further for Joe? Hearing none, the next one is the budget. Joe and I are still passing stuff back and forth. In particular, I think the day after we present to FinCom is the last day for the warrants to go in. And we had a meeting with Jen and tried to understand what had happened, 2 different pieces of it. Why the warrants were changed and we didn't know about it, which we never quite managed to resolve that one. Although Jen has said she will communicate, which I appreciate. And the numbers that were in there are quite an issue in actual fact, because the problem is at the annual meeting, the one in May, we had one number which we were asking for, which was our expected income matched against our budget. And our budget was 31,000 or so over. So that, which turns out was not the indirect costs that it said it was, that was a confusion. It just happened to be that number. We cannot access that money until it's been certified by the state. What had happened, nothing to do with us. Actually, Jen was clear that we had done our job, done it right. None of our retained earnings have been certified by the state because somebody somewhere forgot to put it in. So right now, the town and presumably the finance are working to find out how to get our retained earnings certified so we can use them. At this point, having been thinking about it, I can't tell you what happens when we run out of the approved money, which was the money without the 31,000 at the town meeting, the annual meeting, or if we just use the 31,000, but that means it's coming from the town budget. I can't tell yet. We're going
Right,
to
that's,
have to work it out. But with that in mind, Jen said to us, if we tell her what we want the warrants to achieve, then they will write them and give them back to us. Did I say that about right? Do you think?
Mhm.
Oh, good for me. Okay. What I did, given that I was almost awake for part of the day, I wrote these. And this, I think, if it's not right, it's certainly what I think needs to be done, but if it's not right, now's the time to put it in. So using the numbers that Joe has primarily created, I'm suggesting at the moment, we have 2 warrants. I don't know how to do this. So the first one would be restore the 31,000. I have to fix that number, Joe. That's 31,126 or something.
Yeah, I have to look it up.
But I have to fix that number. Restore that to the town general fund. Once the retained earnings are certified, I do not have a date on that. However, in the midst of doing this, it occurs to me, has that 31,000 been put into our account? It hasn't, right?
I don't think so.
In which case, if it's never been put into our account, our issue changes, not that to get this money and then repay it, but somehow, and I don't know how to do this either, because we do not have another town meeting, not a special one, needs to be dealt with, so we do have that money, assuming we get certified fairly quickly. And I can't tell you that.
The 31,000, if I remember correctly, from FY 25 town meeting.
6. FY2.
No, FY 25, that 31,000 came out of the town's funds. We were supposed to
Right.
pay it back in FY 26,
Right. We were supposed to pay
but
it
the
back at
warrant
the
got,
special meeting.
right, but the warrant got
Yeah, withdraw.
withdrawn. So we still do owe that money.
Why? Because I don't think we had it.
I thought we did have it because they took it out of the funds.
It has to come out of the town funds.
That's what it happened in FY 25.
I haven't seen it anywhere. No, we did it during FY 25, the warrant, but it was for FY 26.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, but I can't see it anywhere. So there's a possibility that as long as things get certified and the town has a way to approve us to use more money than was authorized at the annual town meeting, we don't actually have to move this money back and forth. So my suspicion is, if we're okay with what I've said here, and I'll do the second one as well right now, it's going to end up needing a discussion because I really don't want the confusion we had at the last 2 meetings. I want us to be clear, know what we have, one thing that's also crossed my mind is, are we obliged to put all our money into the enterprise fund? Or can we put some in a different fund that's available to us? When you look back at the monies that we have at Bartholomew, and there's another $250,000 wandering around, that money came from Comcast. Some of it was capital, which is in the contract. But in the earlier years, when we didn't have the production assistant, and we actually had probably fewer videographers as well, we were actually running a credit, not a debit, on our budget. And that money went into that account as well. So while we're keeping that money for a new studio space, quote unquote, it's not all derived from capital payments made by Comcast. And I don't know if that's going to help, that maybe it's only the excess, and I don't know how to work this out, that was from operations should be available to us, or if every single penny has to go through.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about how this enterprise thing and certification works.
We should probably have a meeting with the new financial director.
Is he or she in?
She started last week.
Okay.
Her name is Karen.
Oh, no, that's kind of confusing.
Yeah. And I can try to see if she's available so we can talk to her about
Okay.
that,
It,
or you and a committee member.
yeah. Yeah, we probably should do that. Do we happen to know if she's good at any of this, or
As far as I know, she has municipal experience.
that's what I was really asking? I just said
Yes.
so. Thank you. Okay. Now that warrant may not be needed at all. Depends in part on.
But Jen did say in the meeting that we do owe that money back to the town, but she
Right.
said we're not in a rush to get it.
But unless I can find it, it hasn't been given to us, but in June, we may be needing it for our regular expenses, because it has not been approved through any warrant, through any town meeting in the meantime, so we still may have to do it.
Mm.
Extremely confusing, but then I'm easily confused. I specialize in. Okay, so in the spirit of the way the warrant was actually written eventually for the town meeting, I'm using the numbers that Joe and I have. The second warrant was a sum of 209,000 from expected income. So this is monies that we need, that we are allowed to encumber. We're allowed to designate it, but it's not enough to see us through. So a sum of 209,000 from expected income, and a sum of 91,946 from the town general fund to be returned once the retained earnings are certified. I tried to get that into one sentence, which I think I did.
Why to the town general fund? Why can't we say taken from retained earnings?
Because if they haven't, we can if they're certified, but we can't. If they're not.
Well, the
but-
thing is that the town is waiting on certified funds as well.
Oh,
They cannot do anything without certified funds,
for what, like the sewer commission or the cemetery or?
all of it. That's why Jen said
Okay,
that they're working to certify all funds.
ooh, I didn't catch that.
Yes,
Okay, but anyway, well, it's fascinating and somewhat disturbing. The idea of the way this is done is at the annual meeting, they approved 209,000. And the ability to use 92,000 from the general fund. At the special town meeting in November, it should have been certified by then. This last year it wasn't. But if it's certified by then at the special meeting, the 91,000 is taken from retained earnings and put back into the general fund, and we're all square again. Am I making sense?
Yes, I'm not sure if it actually has to come from the general fund or it can just come from retained earnings.
No, it's the retained earnings we can't get to.
We can't get to without
But that's
certification.
why it's coming from the general fund as a temporary measure.
Okay,
We're making sense?
Yeah.
Sufficiently?
yeah,
Now, what I need to do, if this works, is actually put this into an email and send it to Jen. I'll send it to everyone else as well and say this is what the committee is asking for our warrants. Please write them in the language that makes proper
That's what
sense.
she asked us to do.
So I was going to give that back to her that way. So what I would like is,
I move to accept the warrants as written by Steve.
I will second the motion.
any further discussion? Can we get even deeper into this hole?
Very good.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, hearing none, passed. So I will put that together. Is there anyone else that should go to, or just Jan at this point?
I think she's the one. that-
usually it would go to the,
Oh, Richard.
to the town financial director as well, or at
Oh.
least that's, but
Oh,
I don't know what the situation is there.
but one, yeah, I'm sure. Well, let me just send it to Jan at this point.
Yeah.
What I want is it's on the record.
Yeah.
That's what really matters, so.
A paper trail.
Yes.
Actually, I was going to use parchment. This is really important. And a quill.
A new quill or
Yeah, I have to find a swan to get a good size quill.
some turkeys hanging around.
I know. Oh, sorry, you're talking about the bird.
Oh, yeah, the birds, yeah, yeah. If you say so, Steve. Oh, my goodness.
They make a good team. So the rest of the numbers, Joe and I are still trying to put them together. It was the presentation Joe gave us last month. Plus the one that I used in the past, so.
I'd like to mention one
Yeah.
more thing that I didn't mention in my monthly report. I started contacting
Oh,
lawyers.
but that,
Don't mind me, I'm not even here.
that,
I'm looking, just looking in there.
There's a breeze.
Are you guys using this by any chance?
no,
I'm gonna steal
that's part of cable access, Joe.
it.
Hello, police.
Yeah.
Someone's stealing the equipment from the library.
Nice to see you all. Nice to see you too.
Have a good one.
You too.
I have a call into one lawyer and I spoke on the phone to another lawyer
This
regarding
is-
our cable contract.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Can
Okay,
we wait because it doesn't fit into this?
okay,
No,
yep.
Have to add a whole
Well,
thing.
actually, the 12,000 bucks does, but that's.
Yes, can we?
Well, I was just wanting it to be on my list of
Yeah,
what I did this month.
oh, that's fine.
So 13.
13, busy.
So what did you research lawyers?
Contract renewal.
For gas.
Okay, so. I managed to find,
Annual town report review.
thank you. I mean, oh, yeah, this one, no, not this one. That's you. So that's all I have. Do you have anything else on the budget, this is including legal fees, it's.
Oh, we're talking about,
No,
we're
not yet,
going,
just saying.
oh,
This is under the budget thing, so we have legal fees in there which are unusual. We have replacing the casters, which is unusual. The rest of the stuff is essentially evolution of time and the work we do. Did I summarize that about me?
yes.
Right, I'm still not far in the woods. Okay, so that's as far as that gets. I will try and avoid the necessity for a special meeting for us. But our next meeting is 3 days before the FinCom meeting. So that's a little tight unless we make it a working meeting, you know, bring the computer and make the changes while we're sitting around. Or I'm working with Joe when we review it, if we think there's something contentious in there that we haven't already spoken about, that may be necessary. But if it's just essentially what I just said, we've already talked about it. So, and whatever's put together can get sent out to you before the FinCom meeting, or you could watch it on television. Yeah, 36 lines, spinning lines. Hey, my first television was wood-fired. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. The annual town report, which Joe has put together and puts it together loyally every year.
Every year. I don't know if you had a chance to read it. It's a draft. It's not the final, but it's getting toward the final.
Liked how you made sure everyone knew that we're doing more meetings.
More meetings,
And
yeah,
that means it costs more.
yep. So as it's laid out here, the introduction talks about the cable committee. A lot of the information is the same as last year, but I did add a few paragraphs here and there.
We need to take people, we can take one first.
No,
No, this is FY 25 and he
Okay,
was
never
here for
mind.
part of FY 25.
Yes, he was.
And so Brian was here for part of FY 25.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he resigned mid 25 or
Something.
early
You said
25.
Okay, my mistake. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah,
Not the same thing.
the government programming, a lot of the information is the same, but I added on meetings such as the trust funds committee, the school committee superintendent interview, special meetings, council on aging was new last year, and stormwater task force, economic development committee, and special forums with the master plan steering committee. There's information on talk of the town, which is no longer, but it was running in FY 25.
Does this end up getting put on the town website?
I believe, I know it gets compiled into the
Right,
annual town report, but
glossy book.
yeah, I'm assuming it goes online.
So what I was going to suggest is where you have links, they really are links.
Yeah,
But I don't know if that
yeah,
is up to you or up to whoever puts the book together. So just a comment.
the public channel 9 public. Lot of numbers, but basically we had a huge decrease in programming in FY 25.
Yeah, but you explained it very well.
But I explained it.
I like the whole thing.
And it goes through our categories. Educational channel. I basically put that we do share programming between channel 9 and channel 22. And that we do subsidize. Not subsidize, but we take meetings from outside resources to fill in channel 22. And that story time is the anchor of the channel, running twice a day. Mass access, most of that information is the same with changing the different programs that were in FY25. Some were the same as FY24. Studio and equipment. I just mentioned the audio upgrade in the Bellotta room. That was the last thing we did with the ARPA funds. And just a little bit about the studio, how we've added more lighting kits, portable wireless microphones, new and reused furniture for the set. The staff overview is basically the same as FY24 as to the different roles of the staff. And there's a little information that we're using Google Calendar now for scheduling, which has worked out really well. Then we come to financials. FY25, we got $180,792, which was a decrease of 6.3% from the year before. Our starting budget was $208,772. This table shows revenue from Comcast, our interest, enterprise fund interest, and investment interest coming out to $262,565.
That enterprise fund interest, is that double accounted? The investment interest is the Bartholomew.
Right.
So
I don't
the
know.
Enterprise fund is what the town holds,
Right.
and that was about 13,000. Remember?
Yeah,
It
but
looks- it
but
looks like
last year it was really high.
This one, yeah, I think you're right.
Last year was really high.
Okay,
Yeah. We can't
That's
expect
fine.
that again this year.
we can.
Well,
It's not gonna come
Well,
through.
it's hard to see a trend when we don't see the interest posted.
Exactly.
Also, I have line items as a percentage of our expenses.
Interesting, the total is 100%.
And always snaps.
Isn't it? It's when that's 135%.
I just find it interesting. The next pie chart is just goes to show that between salaries, indirect costs, and videographers, that's like 90% of our budget. And then I have a summary, which again is a draft. I'm gonna work on it further. But if you didn't have a chance to read this today, if you could read it and make any suggestions you think,
I went through it.
okay.
I like your last paragraph in the summary. That's fortunate.
Thank you. Yeah, this is actually due February 19th, so I have, 2+ weeks to make any changes or additions, or Faith, if you see any of my grammatical errors,
Yep, I haven't.
please
seen it.
let me know.
Motion or anything, you probably don't.
No, I simply would like input over the next couple of
So
weeks.
this is for information.
This is information.
My big thing was the members, because I didn't realize it was last year's members.
Yeah,
That caught my eye.
Yeah.
Read, as I said earlier, I love how you explain what we do despite the challenges that are happening, but you don't present it negatively. You're just saying there are lots of things going on, and this is how we've resolved it to keep everything going. So overall, I thought it read well.
oh, good.
I mean,
That's with-
there are numbers and stuff, and a lot of people are just gonna gloss over the numbers, but I think it reads well.
It does.
It reads well, and it shows exactly where, it's very transparent,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah.
And you're not harping on the studio space issue.
Which,
We should get to.
It's a big thing. That's a
which,
big thing.
which might be beneficial to add that. I didn't think about that.
Well, when you say you've
that
been
much.
there since 2013, but we are unsure where we will be in the future, or what the future will bring. Just maybe that would, because that was the only thing, it was very positive.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, this was pretty positive considering all the stuff that's going on. Now, we don't have to put anything about the Comcast contract.
No,
No, but thank you. Because last time you said it was a 3-year process, and in a week or two, we start
I
the
know.
second year. So I didn't know if it had to be in.
Well, these-
So those were my takes.
I could add something like, we will be start the planning process for the contract in FY 26.
So that's next year's. Not this
Yeah. There was just,
one.
I'm trying to think of how to make sure the town understands that there's a process gonna be going on. As much as they won't have a lot of say in it. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
so
very much.
those were my overall thoughts, but I'll look at it again.
Yeah, please let me know if there's anything that you'd like added or edited.
And the cruise that that goes on each year.
Oh, yeah, our retreat. We go on a professional working retreat. I believe Viking has, we're leaving with Viking to do the Rhine.
The Rhine and the Northeast Coast.
Yes, and the Northeast Coast.
It'll be fun riding Viking across the Atlantic.
Well, a girl just rode across the Atlantic.
I know,
I just can't imagine rowing across the Atlantic Ocean.
I can't imagine wanting to.
Yeah, that's
Everyone is different.
Is she going to do the Pacific next?
That's an interesting thought.
Just a little wider.
Depends on where you are.
Well, yeah.
She could do the Bering Strait, get it over with in a week.
Oh, we can go over the top.
All right,
Meanwhile,
yes, at the ranch.
Pacc policy.
Yep, I sent
Do you
you.
have anything? You were looking for the drawing.
Yep, I added it in. I
Excellent.
did send you. This, is this, right, I sent you that at some point. How
Oh,
the table of contents.
Oh, I think.
You asked me to redo it,
Quite a while back, right?
Yes, that was-
yeah, did you see
I
it?
remember now. Yeah.
Right, so. I have on it, I need a senior videographer job description file. There you go, a manager job description.
Okay,
senior videographer and production technician file. Oh, and do we need to add another job reviews here? Once you look at this, I have this, you want to keep this?
sure.
And I will write print new Pacc. This, of things to do. Print. New. Pacc hours. Table. As you can see, I took all your suggestions. And I'm trying to, so I just want to make sure we have all the policies, and then I think at each meeting, maybe we can just take one or two policies, just
Mhm.
scan them, make sure
Right.
they're updated.
Valid.
And then at some point at the end of the year, or whatever,
Mhm.
post it on the website. All right, so how's that? So,
Sounds good.
reported.
Anybody anywhere have a master plan update? I don't have any.
I know they're meeting one last time.
Last time.
Yeah, because they have
Okay.
a plan put together.
Has anybody seen this? Final plan?
I believe the town manager has seen it, and I don't know.
I'm just concerned that we didn't make it again. You remember the draft we saw?
Yeah,
We weren't in it. We did get an apologetic email, so, I mean, I understand these things happen. But I just hope it was taken to heart and we're now in.
yeah, I don't recall where the plan is right now.
Who's the chair of master plan, do you know?
Kim Duffy,
Somebody we know?
I know her. I can check with her to see where we can get a copy of the plan.
I think it would be nice if we could, or at least our part of it.
It's not on the website.
I'm not sure.
No. Meetings used to be short. A lot on the table these days.
I know.
Okay, on the studio space update, as I'm sure you're aware, we have been in TC Passios, and then we moved inside TC Passios after that, just for the fun of it. We moved again inside TC Passios. Well, now we're actually going to be outside, because we're going to close TC Passios completely down, most likely.
And the town manager told us,
Oh, we had to find someone.
oh,
This is about the town.
I believe she said we were gonna get the ball out of it.
No, that was the state.
He said if that ever comes to fruition.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's years away, is
Yeah,
what she said.
yeah,
oh,
And
I
I
didn't
have to
catch the detail.
yeah.
Okay.
I
But
apologize.
she did make some comment about we need to come up with somewhere we can go. So, I'm not sure we've been through this once. You did a lot. of
3,
work
4,
on that.
5 times, yes.
So, but anyway, there is a meeting,
I heard that wrong.
next week on Monday that Joe and I will go to, along with, other people associated with things like the food pantry, to discuss, what happens to TC Passios. So we basically, we've done all the work we could, in hope, step by step. We got so close, but as Jen said, the Lunenburg Municipal Building Committee, whatever, something like that. That's going to take quite a long time before the Bilato room will be available. So, unless they want to give it to us now. So,
Well, what's happening with the
I thought you
Pacios? Are they
could
gonna
move-
tear it down?
Pardon?
I imagine so,
I thought
but that'll cost
they were
money.
gonna move to the library. Well, the memorial, what is it called?
Ritter?
The Ritter. I thought they were moving over to the Ritter.
That's the Municipal Building Design Committee's plan that's
I
in
thought they were
progress.
using the building as it is. Moving over so that we could have the bottom.
That's,
Did I misunderstand
that's
that?
the plan eventually.
Oh.
Ritter still needs extending for that plan.
Okay, so I just missed a few details. I was working on other things at that time. In the discussion.
And
I remember
they
correctly.
promised no creaky floor as well, so, but that's in the future.
I
Yes.
did watch that meeting.
You-
Yes, you did a great job.
That went on, but,
It did.
and I was not prepared, so I
Well,
was on my toes the whole time.
it didn't, you looked prepared.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not like it's the first time I've been through that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it turns out that TCP, they moved us out of one room to where we presently are, so they could close half the building. And it only saved about 10 or 15% of the running costs of the building.
Mm.
So that's why they're now looking at, well, I don't know what this meeting will, you know, what's the food pantry going to do? We're going to lose the gymnasium.
We'll just take over the Wallace room. There's the library. We'll just take over the
Yeah.
Wallace room.
That would be nice.
There you
Still
go.
not big enough, but
I know, but there you go.
Okay.
The library people will not be very happy,
No.
nor the 5,000 of the people who use it for meetings.
Yes.
We don't have to start with stuff.
I've done that before.
Oh, boy. Let me take one out of order here,
Sure.
and that is, this is the Bartholomew account. Keep one, just as for the fun of it, there's $802,000 in the Bartholomew account. It's in as laddered short-term bonds. I am unable to predict what's going to happen to interest rates. So we have made a profit so far of $82,572 in that account, which is reinvested, so it goes back in. So this is called compound interest.
That's
which is-
excellent.
But,
oh,
yeah, sorry,
you said we made so far 82,000.
802.
so 720 is what we put in.
720, okay, I'm just trying to read this properly.
The bottom right-hand corner says what it's worth at the end of December.
He said,
And we put in 720.
We did.
Okay,
I think you heard him say 82 when he was saying 802.
okay, yeah.
Oh, might have been.
I wrote 82. I heard it too.
Mhm.
Well, that's a pretty good return as we're waiting. Better than zero.
Yeah.
Way better than zero, right at the time we really needed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that average is obviously out at about $33,840. Something. Meanwhile, so that got rid of that one because then we've been some discussion. So we've done that one, we've done that one. On the cable advisory committee, so.
So I sent everyone, I mean, I guess I have to do this report, a copy of the we met with Jen, I should probably backtrack. And I asked her, what do we need to do? She's like, well, you guys have to form a committee. That was news to me also. And that we have to petition the select board to create the public access cable committee.
Cable advisory.
Yes, it's right there, Cable Advisory Committee, sorry, I was reading the wrong sentence. So, and we talked about who should be on it, so this was a little confused in my notes, but a director. And I'm thinking, did we say it was gonna be you, Joe?
Well,
Or I don't.
No,
know.
I'm not, she just said that I should be on the committee,
Okay.
not
My
directing the
notes, don't- it
committee.
says one director, two members, one select board, and one resident at large. And I couldn't remember who the director,
let me, do you want to clarify
Yes,
that one
please
at the
do.
moment? What generally happens is the select board creates the committee
Mhm.
and puts members on it, they've either been contacted and asked to go on it, or they put in a talent form or whatever else. At the first meeting of such committee, they elect a chair, which I believe you're interested in being that
well,
person, but
obviously,
you're not yet. So
I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen.
the, it needs to be an odd number,
Right.
or just odd people will do.
I'm not gonna say it.
Good. So you say, I would like to formally ask the select board to create a cable advisory committee comprising of.
That's what I needed.
Then what I was going to do is say 5 members. To include 2 members of Pacc, us. And 1 select board member. And not say anything else at this point. I'm trying to ensure we get the right people on there, the people who can bring value to the committee.
I'm not gonna mention the town person at large.
No, I was just, we're all townspeople at large. So it's just 5 people.
So 2 members of PAC, 1 select board member, and
2 other.
2 random.
I said, if you make it,
Oh, just to include 2 members and 1 select board member.
Yeah.
And it's assumed
It's
there's 5.
Well,
Because
it
they're
does
asking for
say.
5.
instead comprising of 5 members to include.
Good, 2 members of PAC and 1 select board member.
Yeah.
Okay.
The others are sufficiently precisely.
Oh, you can look into that. I'm sorry, here I am. I should have made copies.
No worries.
And then how about the next paragraph? Castle
Oh.
committee would be
I liked a lot of that except for the very first one, which is missing.
what?
Select an attorney. It's the
Would
responsibility.
be, all right, add in.
I'm sorry, I just.
I've never done this committee before, so select attorney. And then the rest is good?
It's arguable whether the select board should to select the attorney, but at the moment, the only, the last star of all those bullet points meet with Comcast representatives to renew with amendments the Comcast cable contract with the Board of Selectmen of the town of Lincoln. It's the
With,
Board of Selectmen who hold the contract. This was an ongoing confusion.
Okay, with the Board of Selectmen,
The Comcast cable contract with the Board of Selectmen for the town of Lincoln.
for the,
Is that making sense?
yep. So add that in. Well, I did pretty good when you consider,
Yeah.
these are my notes from that meeting.
Yeah,
Write a letter. That's what it says, write a letter, okay.
The other thing I would suggest going is the committee should be able to draw on expertise as required, something like that. That's so that while Joe doesn't have to be a full-time member of the committee,
That would be another
she
paragraph.
has input. I actually don't want to be on the committee, so, but I have
Right.
input, so
Can we, so that would be another paragraph,
absolutely.
right?
Whatever
So
I
add in,
want.
could you just say what you said, so I have
No,
this
no,
all?
no.
Advisory role.
I think it said the committee may consult with outside expertise as needed. Is that what you said?
Something like that, but I think that it should, well, no. Yeah,
Committee should be able to access, because you used the word access.
That's,
Uh,
was it our expertise as needed?
No,
Was it-
outside expertise. Did you say outside?
well, what I meant was, whatever I said, so I'm not disputing.
Well, it's on the recording, so I suppose
That's
at
fair.
whatever time.
What I meant was they can draw on
Oh,
experts or subject matter experts is what they.
To
call it,
access-
or experienced people or anything like that.
to access, I know what you mean. It's the word, to access, the people who are knowledgeable in those areas,
Expertise.
Mhm.
Why don't you write it at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I don't want to write it at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what happened with the first one, right? I gotta write this down. The committee should be able to access
Will be.
outside expertise
Yeah.
during this
As
process.
necessary.
As necessary during this process. Is that,
Yeah, and
Um,
instead of should, it was
fine.
will be able to.
thank you. So
Should we?
I will
put the dates in, say the target date for the new contract is February the 29th,
ooh, is it a leap year?
2028 at 12:01 in the morning. Well, the present
Yeah.
contract expired on the 28th and it should
Target date,
should have expired on the 29th.
so that would be the last. So I'm gonna add a new paragraph. Basically that says, the committee will be able to access outside expertise as necessary during this process.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
And
it.
then another thing, the target date of completion, no, of
Yeah,
completion is February 29th,
yeah,
Right.
because that'll upset me.
12:01 AM at 12. It's all right. I don't know. So what I would, all right. So what I would ask of the committee, because we gotta get this in.
Oh, one other thing.
Okay, please.
I forgot whether I said copy Jen. It's going to the select board, but you better
Uh-oh.
copy Jen. It's a select board responsibility, that's what it's
Well,
called.
see, that's, I know, that's why I'm asking, but, all right. So I'm gonna, because I'm gonna ask you to vote to let me do this, but what I would do is rewrite this. And by Thursday, Friday, you'll get it. And then next Monday, I'll send it out. Does that
And-
make sense?
Do not reply all,
No, do not reply all.
just reply to Steve.
Yes, because then I can
No,
just
not to
edit,
Steve, to Steve.
especially, you know, but the general meaning, this is what
Yes.
we're gonna look at. I'm gonna add Jen. We're gonna get rid of this and do 5 members to include. I'm gonna add in selecting an attorney. I am going to boards, whatever that says.
Board of Select.
Oh, contract, I'm gonna add in board selectmen for the town board.
Yeah.
A new paragraph that says something to the fact that the committee will be able to access federal funds so that we can have all kinds of trips. With, and then end it with the target date of completion of February 29th, 2028 at 12:01 AM.
Is a contract completion?
It's actually, that needs to be the effective date of the contract. Would be
Oh, wait,
proper phrasing.
with the target date of the affected,
Right, instead of targeting.
Oh, with the affected
The exact.
Effective date, yeah.
date of completion?
of the-
No, just
of the
effective
contract.
date
No, it's of the contract.
of the contract to be,
Yeah,
wait, I have to write to be February 29th.
not to be. Basically.
That's a question.
Nothing is going. This, all right, so this is correct, because this is our letterhead.
Yeah.
So, I will edit this and get it out to you ASAP. How's that? So what I would want, according to Jen, we need to get this on the select board agenda.
That's correct.
So I will try to do this so that before,
When
by
did-
Thursday, I can send it to her. So Wednesday,
on Thursday of this week.
Thursday of this week.
Do they have a meeting next week?
I don't know, but that would get us within 2 weeks of,
Oh, plenty.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got to do it this week. So tomorrow. Okay. Working tomorrow. I will rewrite this and send it to you. So what I would ask now is a vote to allow me to present the,
Draft.
no, not the draft, but to
No.
present the amended letter to the select board.
Okay.
Present it or send it?
Send it.
Okay,
I have to send it to.
yeah, that's what I thought. I
Right.
thought you
So
said.
motion.
Okay, I make that
Present.
motion.
Motion
I'll
to
second that motion.
send the amended.
Mhm.
And before I send it, I will show this to you,
Okay.
reply individually in case there's a grammar thing. or
Yeah.
something,
Do you-
or I really missed the point and forgot something. Motion to send the amended, whatever it's called,
Letter?
Request.
request, cable advisory.
Request to the select board to forward cable advisory.
The select board to create the cable advisory committee. How's that?
Sounds like a
All right,
plan.
Faith said she would do it, Brian, you seconded it, because I'm not going to, because I'm ready.
Yep.
Right?
Should it actually be copied to all of us? So,
When I send it, I'll copy it off. Right.
no, but in the header where you said it's just.
Oh,
Where you put Jen.
a copy Jen,
Or just put the Pacc CC committee, PACC committee, just put copy to them. You don't have to name all of us. Just try and see. But the select board should know that Pacc's part of this.
so I'll put to Caesar, select board chair and select board members, copy Jen,
Yeah,
copy Jen, and PAC committee.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fine, I believe.
Right, I don't know.
Let's find out.
And
Is there a
Joe
motion on the
also?
table?
Yeah, she would be one of the, either the outside or whatever. Now, just so you know, it's gonna take 2 members of PAC. I am gonna be on it. Steve does not want to be on it, so one of you would have to be on.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Thank you, I just wanna know stuff. That's because I don't, so if they ask me, because I assume I'm gonna have to go to a meeting. And explain.
Several.
Yeah, that's why I'm not on the town bylaw,
Right.
whatever committee. That's why I wasn't doing both of those. Okay,
Did you get the old contract from me? Did you find it?
oh, I didn't look because she gave me a hard copy, so I'm
Oh,
sure
okay.
it's there. I'm sure it's there.
If it's not, just let me know.
Yes,
Could use a good laugh. What?
yeah.
Yes, we do. I was,
Is there any more discussion?
there's a motion on the table and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say, damn it, yes.
All who oppose, no. So,
Yes.
well, no, I want to make sure, because if they come back and look at this meeting,
Yeah.
okay, we did something, incorrect.
Yeah,
We can say we did the best we could.
do you also need a motion to suggest that Brian and you be?
Well, I
on
was
it?
just gonna say,
I'm not sure.
No.
Let's let the select board say what they need. to
what they
say.
need to do, yeah. Because they're gonna come to us and go,
Yeah.
which members would like to be on, and then at that point.
Yeah, I think there's no harm. to
As you notice, I put at the bottom, Steve Ashambo, PAC secretary.
Yes.
I'm making the request as the secretary,
Right,
not as the chairperson or anything like that. I'm the secretary. And I get blackballed. You're in charge.
Oh, no, thank you.
All right. Before we go to the real good one that you liked, looking at this agenda. Do we
Oh,
want to
yes.
keep the same agenda in general?
Yes,
Is there,
for now.
okay. So I'm just gonna ask this question. Approve minutes would need to be a vote. Manager's report is not a vote.
Correct.
The budget update, will we be voting on the
We
budget?
will be voting on the budget.
So I'm gonna write a V next to that. Town meeting report. Is that a voting thing next
That's
time?
the-
No, I don't think so.
Pack policy update, we're not gonna make a vote, we're just,
I'm
Well,
providing you with information
you're gonna
for
give me
that.
information, I'm gonna create a new table of contents.
Yeah.
And
Right.
the goal, I thought, was over the next few months to pick a few of them.
It's dynamic, so we
Yeah.
will,
Master plan update, we don't need a vote.
correct.
Studio space, we would like to vote.
Ah,
We don't. Cable advisory committee, we may have to
take off.
vote, because if they say yes before our next meeting, we'll have
We,
to,
we say thank you, we don't do anything.
would we have to vote who,
We,
approve who
it's
goes?
the select
okay.
board.
I think it's the.
Oh, I'm just
select
making
board,
sure.
the-
No, no,
I'm asking questions.
I know, I'm.
And enterprise fund, we don't need to.
No,
So what I'm gonna do is I will create the draft agenda like I usually do, send it out. I like to send it early, got yelled at for sending it early, but I like to send it early so I don't forget.
The month, the FY 25 town report shouldn't be on the next agenda.
It's, wasn't on this one either.
It was on,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
on this
Oh, it was.
agenda,
That's the
but
wrong
it
one.
doesn't need to be on the next agenda.
I have an FY 27 budget update.
Hmm.
That doesn't need to be on?
I thought
Look, this is
No.
what I have. Oops, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no,
annual town report.
Is that what you want to take off?
Yeah, we don't need that next time. It's
Alright.
actually due February 19th, so it'll be already submitted by.
Okay, that's why I was just asking, so that I
Yeah.
get it. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, I move to adjourn.
I require a second for said motion.
Second,
No discussion because we're done. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yar.
And thank you.
And
yet
we will
again,
be here
everybody.
on whatever the date says.
March 2nd.
March 2nd.
28 days in February now.